Okay, sorry about that. I dropped the phone. Butterfingers, you know. Not butterfingers. What it is? Can you see the shine on those fingertips? Can you see it? See that shine? That's because my fingertips have worn away. All the chemicals and all the rubbish and the crap and everything. And I'm constantly rubbing my hands on stuff. I like tactile stuff. I like to rub my hands over stuff. That's why they're full of holes and full of spells, because I can't stop it. Right, going back to the drawing again. Once you've got your... I've just had a deja vu. I've done this already. My God. Deja vu, you have it, you know, you have that flash, bang, it goes up in your head, and you go, whoa, I've just done that bit before. I've just done this bit before about this drawing board. It's just kicked in. So yes, life is circular. I've just got it here. I just had the deja vu about this drawing. About just this drawing, just a flash. So what I want to say to you, you've drawn your centre line and you've gone this way. If you've followed what I'm saying and you're doing it, you can do it on an A4 and follow me on. You can do that and you can learn it. You can learn the... So the centre line's there. And the middle of the drawing board, the drawing board's that long. And I've left the drawing on from underneath. I've just left it there because it helps when you're drawing. To have it there, you just need to reference it. Yeah, you might need a dimension. And it's there. In the old days we used to have, what was it called? Parchment paper, like transparent. And you could stack it, you could layer it, you can get an A4 sheet, you know, a tracing paper, that's it. And you draw one view on it, and then you flip it over, and you've got your other view. When you get your measurement, you put it back. So usually you pin your drawing to your thing. You've got clip paper, you've got clips. I'm still waiting for my clips. I haven't got the clips yet. I've been waiting for the vintage. I won't get new ones. I don't buy new clips and new stuff. I buy vintage stuff. It's been used. Somebody loved it and I want to take it. I don't want the new stuff. I want the old stuff. It's vintage. It's beautiful. Somebody had tactile and they broke it in and it's been broke in. I don't want new stuff. No, I don't want it. I want the vintage stuff. I want to be able to feel it. Get the feeling in your hands. Sean Bean in Equilibrium, you know, he's got that book. And then Prescott, he's touching ribbons and stuff, you know, and there's a perfume, there's a smell. They've got rid of it. Oh, I love Equilibrium. I watch it over and over again. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. When you've got a brilliant... I get inspiration from films, all kinds of inspiration. I don't watch them for the thing. I watch them for inspiration. I get ideas. You know, I watch all kinds of stuff because I want my brain to be filled with ideas, and I don't have the origins of it in my head. You pick it up from experience. Anyway, back to this. Say you want to draw that half. Just concentrate on that half. Move your piece of paper to there. Stick a piece of masking tape, not on your other drawing, but just away in a white space. Get a bit of masking tape, bobble it down, get it off the table, wherever it's at, and stick it there so it can't move. Work on this bit. You know, if you've got to work on that bit up there, and you can't reach it because you're short like me, right? You're not 7 foot tall or whatever. Just throw it off the edge. Just work on that bit and don't crease that. You'll still have to overhang. Stick a bit of tape there. Don't matter. You don't need to straighten it because you can draw like that on it. On your drawing board, you can draw like that because you're still working on here. You can ignore all of this. You can draw like that. Look, I'm not joking. You can put that up there and forget about it. You want to draw here, you can. This is the beauty of this. And don't put this board vertically. Whatever you do, don't try and draw it vertically. You haven't got the mechanism. You know, you have got a flat board. You go put it on your kitchen table and just draw on it, yeah? Put it on the floor and get a cushion and, you know, let the cats run on it. Just move it about, it's mobile. When you've done this one, roll it up that way. Roll it that way so that it's all your drawings on the inside of your roll. Don't roll it backwards and then have it all come off. You've been working 10 hours, right? Move it out of the way. Cut another one to whatever size you want and carry on drawing. This is the bit. You can take this board outside. You've got an A3 one, make an A3 one, take it outside and use it as a bloody paint for watercolours or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's solid, it can take it. You can, but don't make it into a frame and put it on. You don't need to do it. Flat surface because you're drawing flat. That's what you're doing. You're drawing flat. Right, I know I go 100 miles an hour and stuff and I go off and tangents and you don't get all the information in one go, but you will get the information. You're getting it because I'm showing you different stuff. I'm not showing you a fixed way to draw, and I'm not saying to you, don't go buy I'm saying to you, don't go buy a British Standard book. You don't need it. That stuff's for people who are working in companies, and the companies set a standard, and when you go to another when I was contracting, I was jumping from company to company, and they have their own drawing standards, you know, whether they're drawing on drawing boards or whether they're drawing on CAD. They have their line widths, they have colours. I'm colourblind, I can't cope with the colours. But I'll learn it, and what I do, I have to hit the floor running at these companies. You don't have time to mess about. And I've gone from SolidWorks to, there was another 3D CAD system, I forgot even what it's called. I mean, it was so crap. I mean, it was really crap. When you go from SolidWorks to another system, it's garbage. You know, I'm SolidWorks fanboy, and I don't know it all, but I do know people who do know it all. And if I've got a problem, I don't muck about. I send them a picture and say, you know, mate, how do you develop that 3D form? Because you've done it, you know, yours. How do you do that wiggly wobbly bit? And he go, oh. And he'll send me a little video and he said, I've done it like this. And I said, God, I was just looking at that. I was looking at that menu. Why didn't I just go ahead and try it? You know, numpty. Well, you don't know everything. You never do. Get a database of all the people in your life that know the thing that you want, and then ring them up and ask them, okay? That's what it's about. So, getting back to this. You want to draw in that bit, pull it off the bench. You don't need to fix it. Don't fix this. Have it moving about. You want to be able to go like this. You know, you want to fold it in half. You want to make a note, and a lot of notes. Flip it over, write the notes, and then flip it off. Okay, this is paper. It's got two sides. Don't be burdened by protocol. You only need protocol if you're working for a company. Okay, and I don't take any notice of companies as well. I do my own thing. They don't come back and check it. I'll do my own thing until somebody says, you know, I'll go into a bloody meeting once a week on Monday morning or Tuesday morning or whatever, and they'll say, what the fuck did you do? I said, oh, I had a lapse, you know, I had a lapse. And I had a little thing on my desk, it said, you know, genius at work. Oh, bloody genius. You just learn these things, you learn the protocols, and you learn the standard. British standards, you don't need to have it, you don't need the ISO, all you need is that ruler and that centre line and your brain. That's it. You do this is centre line. I do that to my form. I don't care. You know, British Standards said it. That bit there and that bit there and this bit here, there's got to be, ooh, you know, and they spend so much time doing all this bollocks, people can't get on with the drawing. You know, and they're looking, you know, your boss is going, what the hell have you done? Because if he's a proper boss, not that paper boss, I'm talking about the proper boss who came up from the bottom, you know, with a sweeping brush. That boss, you know. I know some of them. They're dead now. Yeah, they probably all died, but they were good, and they knew what they were doing, and they knew all this stuff. And their brains were only wired for one thing. My brain's wired for billions of things. They just concentrated on the one thing. All they did was drafting. The other guy, all he did was bench work. That's all he did. He didn't know bananas about bananas, right? He didn't know anything. My knowledge base is huge because I go off on a tangent and I go do this and I go do that and I go learn this and I go go do this and I try something and I hate it. I don't do it ever again. You know, so this is what it's about. If you want to learn, this is the thing. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to develop these plates. And then I'll show you. I'm not going to show you drawing. I can't. I need to get something to do it. And the item that came yesterday, you might have seen. It's uploaded now. All the drawing board videos are uploaded to make this board. Uploaded, and this one's going on today. And I had a computer crash yesterday. I lost me SSD. The things that I hate the most that I have in my laptop, right? SSD boot drive, 250 gigabyte. Thank God it was 250 gigabyte, and it wasn't a 1 terabyte when I would be crying. But lucky for me, I'd back it all up. I backed it all up. I have a backup strategy. I backed it up. I'll tell you about my backup strategy. If you want to know, put it in a comment. What's your backup strategy? What do you do? And I don't do what companies do. I do what I do. Right? It's for my convenience, for my way I back it up. It's not the same as, you know, somebody in a data centre who's backing up, because he's got all the resources. He's not buying his own hard disks. The company buys the hard disk for him. I throw a box of them on the table and said, "You've got to do this backup strategy. I've got to do five backup every day, you know." And this, I don't do that. I don't do it like that. Once every 6 months or whatever, I back every drive up. I back it up. Then I make a copy of it, and I put the copies in 2 separate places. I only buy hard drives. I don't buy SSDs to put data on. I don't put data on SSDs. They're fracking rubbish. You want to keep your data, put it on a hard disk. When an SSD fails, it fails no matter what happens. If it's serial, so if you cut serial lights, you know your lights, your Christmas tree lights, when one light bobbles off in the whole flipping lot went. Serial, no, not serial. You get a hard disk, a metal one, the proper one, you know, with some freaking weight behind it. Anything with weight is value. And if it breaks, I'm not joking, if something happens to that hard disk and you have a head crash, you can take it out of the boot, take it off the boot system, put it in the second drive, fire it up in my fire back up, and you can recover it quickly, and then put that in cellophane and put it away, because you'll still have the stuff on it, believe it or not. You can't do that with a sodding SSD. You'll have to send it away and somebody will drill into it or whatever. You'll have to get into it, you know, you have to chisel through layers of resin or whatever they bonded it with. And then, you know, and you hope and you pray that you'll get your data back or your videos or whatever. You know, don't send them stuff that you don't want them to know about, because they will copy it. They will, because they're human and they're curious, and they'll copy all your data. All your data will be copied. You send it to a service and they'll copy your flipping data, and they say they won't, and they freaking will. They'll take it all off you. They'll steal it. That's my doodle. I don't send anything to anybody to be fixed. Anything of mine, I fix it myself. If I can't fix it, I smash it with an hammer. I'll smash it till there's nothing left. When it's dust, I'll go put it in the bin. Yeah? Or I'll do what they did in The Great Escape, you know. I'll stick it, colostomy bag down my leg, put it in that, and I'll walk down the street and dribble a little bit out. You watch Great Escape. Watch Great Escape. It's fantastic. Steve McQueen, my God. Gone off on a tangent. Anyway, there. That's enough of that, man. We're not out of breath. It's 12 minutes. So I'll see you in the next one, which is where I'm going to draw. I'm going to start doing the layout. And I'll do the outside layout and I'll show you, okay? I'll be back. Just don't hold your breath, okay? You'll die. I'll see you in a bit. Oh dear, this one's, it don't want to shut down. My freaking phone, it just does not want to shut this video. It's gone 12:36 on it and it still won't shut down. I'm pressing the button, you watch it. When I press the button, it'll jerk the video.